Great. So have you ever wondered what makes some Toastmaster club get more new guests into their club or attract so many engagement on their social media? If you have ever wondered, this is the time for you to wonder what makes some other Toastmaster club different than the other. So when I look at my club, what makes my club prohibited Toastmaster?
Okay, I do it, it's not going to work.
Yes, okay. Get minimum new five new visitor into our club weekly, and what help our club to get 200 plus new follower into our social media within 6 months. Can you go to the next slide, please? And it wasn't because I have a lot of time to put into it. So a little bit about my background. I am Vice President Public Relations in my club, and sometimes I have with public relations for Czech divisions, and I occasionally have with content creation for the district. And I also work on my own business, so there's no way I have a lot of time to put into it. And it wasn't because I have PR background. When I first take my role, I have no idea what PR actually means. Can you go to the next slide, please? So what makes some Toastmaster club different than the other is because they clearly communicate their USB through their message and visual elements. And the second thing is because they have a process to have them posting consistently on social media and make the most effort out there, make the most out their PR effort.
I take the slide down for about 30 seconds because I've got to send an email to you.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
So you carry on talking.
And it wasn't because, so this is not something actually new that I come up with. It's because after a time when I'm following and staggering some of the Toastmaster club, I have realized they have some successful pattern that work for them. And when I apply it to my club, it's work for my club too. So that's why I'm going to share with you today.
And this is how you send an email in such urgent situation.
Yes. I think I sent 2 emails already. Yeah.
In a while, everything will be okay. Just hold up.
Yes. Okay. I will wait for the next slide because I will go into detail. Yes. So first, I would love to ask you a question. What do you normally do to find out your club unique selling point? What do you normally do? Just give the answer, whether PR or club officer or guest. What do you normally do to find out what makes your club unique? Do you ask your previous PR? Yes.
We are meeting in the morning.
Yes, and
It is unique. I mean,
yes, so that's how you find out what makes your club unique, by having meeting in the morning.
Yeah, we target morning people.
Yes. Amazing. And any other?
We organize staff
We
bus.
can ask guest who is coming what's led to us.
Yeah, exactly. So I can give you a few tips. Can you go to the next slide, please? So here, what I can do is to give you a few more three tips for you to find out your club USB. Try to ask yourself and ask your member and also ask your guests, what values does your club offer to its member? What makes you want to come to your club? And what inspires you after you leave the meeting? What do you love about your meeting? And then you use that in your message. Can you go to the next slide, please? Now let's take an example from Good Morning Toastmasters. Someone may think that having a club meeting at 7:15 a.m. in the morning is not a good idea, but I would say the opposite. This club have the best USB that no other club can have, and here's why. Let's try to go to the 3 questions and try to find out what their USB is. So what value does Good Morning Toastmaster provide to its member? I noticed that early in this club will have 1 hour meeting in the morning, so it may be best for member to improve their unprepared speaking over coffee about any hot topic of the day. So their USB can be something like 1 hour morning meeting to have you improve talking over coffee about any topic. And then we go to the second question. What makes you want to come to Good Morning Toastmaster. I heard from one of the member, they share that they find it's hard to wake up early in the morning, and Good Morning Toastmaster helped over that. So the USB can be an effective way to develop the habit of waking up early in the morning. Do you find it hard to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning? Good Morning Toastmaster can help you with that. And I go to the third question. What inspired you after you leave the meeting? Some of the members share that they get the inspiration, the empowerment, and get some positive energies to have you get started that day. So the USB can be a positive morning kick-off that get you the energies you need to start your day. Do you find it's hard to have the energies early in the morning? Go to Good Morning Toastmaster. Could you have me go to the next slide, please? So, and with all of the USB message you just find, how can you find the images that connect to the message that have the audience can easily resonate and connect the images with the message? You can try to think about your perfect member, your perfect club member. What is important to her? What does his day look like? I can think of a person, a typical person of Good Morning Toastmaster as someone who crazy in love with coffee, who will go for a walk early in the morning, and who strongly believe that having a positive morning routine can lead to a successful and productive whole day. Can you go to the next slide, please? And with that, by understanding about the typical member, the perfect member, now I can think of some images will resonate with that person. Can be morning inspirations, morning routine, or a group of punch people gathered together and drinking coffee. Now let's try to connect the image with the message and see how you feel about it. Let's look at the girl. A 1-hour morning meeting to help you improve talking over coffee about any topic. How do you feel about that? You feel good. You feel like you feel some emotion. You feel like you're just waking up and want to have a good talk with someone you know. And then now look at the second picture and connect it to the message. An effective way for you to develop the habits of waking up early in the morning. You can feel the fresh air of early in the morning even though it's already evening. Now, look at the guy and connect to the message and see how you feel. A positive morning kickoff that gives you the energies you need to start your day. That is when you can see the power, when you connect the right, when you have clearly communicate your club brand message with the images. Can you go to the next slide, please? And now, let's say if you have a club contest next week, or you have a club meeting, how can you create a design that when people look at the design, look at the color and logo, they can feel some value out of the design. And one way I do that is to first, I choose my brand, my club brand color based on our logo. I will pick the red color, which is implying empowerment, passions, and authority. And then the gray color will imply certificates, elegant, and those colors will attract the audience who want to have a tough evaluations, who love to be empowered to be a better leader within their team, within their business. So those type of color will attract those clients, those audience. And then you use those color, put into your Canva brand kit, and after that you will apply this color in any design you want. Can we go to the next slide, please? And I would say Canva is a live selling tool. It saves you a lot of time. After you choose the design, just a few clicks, you can have so many color variations for your design. and your audience will never get bored when they look at your event design or your club like contest design anymore. Can you go to the next slide, please? So having a successful on-brand visual can build a member loyalties because of the value behind it. Yes, can you go to the next slide, please? Before I go to the second part, do you have any question for me or any concern or any idea you want me to answer you before I go to the next part? Anyone? Okay, so what makes some club different than the other? Also, because they have a process that have them posting consistently and get the most out of their PR effort. I will share with you here these 3 tips, which is the first, repurpose their content. The second, promote the Toastmaster communities, invite people to join. And then share the behind the scene content. Can you go to the next slide, please? So repurpose your content is the most is the most effective way that takes you the least amount of time, but can help you maximize your audience reach in multiple platforms. Sounds great, isn't it? So instead of every week, when you receive a content from your Toastmaster of the day, and then you just create a Facebook event on it, you can actually turn it into a Facebook post, and then Facebook story, and then shorten it a little bit to create an Instagram post, and then an Instagram story, and then LinkedIn event, LinkedIn post. You can also share on your club Facebook group if you have one. And if your club is a part of Czech divisions, then you can also share on the Czech division Facebook group to reach a larger audience for your club. Can you go to the next slide, please? And after you posting for a while, you will notice there will be some audience comment on your post, and they also DM you direct message. Instead of you just reply them and then they invite them to go to your club a few times and then they never come back. Try to promote about your Toastmaster communities. Invite them to go there so they will stay with you a little bit longer. You can either choose to create a private communities or a public communities. And what I do for my club is I will give people both options. For the guests, they will have free access to the public communities where they can get updates on the new upcoming event. It's for everyone. It requires you a little bit some time to checking it to see if there are any inappropriate content, and then you have to remove it immediately. It's bigger but weaker because you have a lot of people in there, but we may not sure who are actually believe in the Toastmaster value and want to improve themselves. But for the private communities, it will be best for pay member, and people there will want to improve themselves, so they are highly engaged people, and actually the member in the group can reply each other message, so you don't have to micromanaging this group. And it's smaller but stronger because people here, they have a clear purpose that they want to improve themselves. Can you go to the next slide, please? And then the last tip I want to share with you to have your club to build more awareness is that share behind the scene content. It means you can share an inspiring story about, it could be about a member who used to have a stage fright to now join the club officer team, become a member that he used to dream to be one. Or it could be a content about a member who used to be a shy person, but he had the courage to take on the Toastmaster role and rock the meeting, something like that. Or you can share about some funny moment, something fun around your meeting. You can also share member achievement if they achieve level 3 of their pathway, or share about their birthday, celebrate with them so they feel appreciated. And also share the club achievement if your club achieved more than 5 DCP points, and share about your club birthday also. So sharing these behind the scene contents is a powerful way to get the audience from their computer screen to actually go behind the scene and could feel how your in-person meeting truly feel like. Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, and so being a VPPR of a club full of new members coming in, it doesn't require you a lot of time, as you may think. And it doesn't require you to have a lot of experience. It just requires you to look around and see successful pattern and then learn from it and apply it to your club. So do you find any value so far from the from what I have shared with you? Do you find any value? Is this helpful for you? Or yeah, thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your evening.